Fingertips after soaking always wrinkle, and this the way it is. Wrinkles on the fingertips after a long contact with water always formed the same way. It turns out that the patterns of wrinkles the fingers appearing on water-soaked fingers are always the same. In the publication published in the Journal of the Mechanical Behavior of Biomedical Materials by Binghamton University in New York show that when you wet your fingers, the pads wrinkle it's the same way every time. New research that was inspired by the question student, the researchers learned a little more about human fingers and this, how they wrinkle after soaking. In general, the fact that there are wrinkles on fingers after prolonged contact with water, is caused by shrinking of blood vessels. Initially, it was thought that wrinkles on the fingers appear with cause of soaking with the water of the fingers, but then the doctors noticed that in patients from damage to the median nerve running along the arm to the hand, no wrinkles appear on the fingers after immersion of the hand in the water. It is up to why this phenomenon has been suggested by our nervous system. Further studies have shown that as water is leaked by open sweat pipes for our skin, reduces the salt concentration in the outer layer. Nerve fibers warn the brain about this change, which triggers automatic reversal of blood vessels. When these tiny dishes they shrink, pull the surface of the skin with each other, causing smooth fingertips they wrinkle. Functions such as breathing, blinking, blood pumping through the heart or narrowing of the pupils on the sun, all happen without conscious control, thanks to the autonomic nervous system. Automatically it also controls the dilation and contraction of blood vessels. Usually temperature, medications, or what you eat or drink, can cause expansion or shrinkage of blood vessels. This shrinking of blood vessels is the cause of wrinkles on the skin after long swimming. When the hands and the feet come into contact with water for more than a few minutes, sweat pipes in the skin opens up, allowing water to flow into the skin tissue. This one additional water reduces the salt content of the skin. Nervous fibers send to brain news with lower salt levels, and the autonomic nervous system responds, bruising blood vessels, he admitted in 2023 in the Journal of the Conversation Guy German from Binghamton University, lead author of the publication. German in the Conversation explained his previous one's research on just wrinkling of fingertips after soaking. The Conversation in the Curious Kids series allows children of all ages to ask a question that the expert answers. One of those questions was, wrinkles always come out the same way? German admitted that the question it completely surprised him and led to a new publication. In their work, German and Rachel Layden invited to the study was 3 people and asked them to soak their fingers for 30 minutes. Then they took detailed finger photos. The experiment repeated 24, an hour later. It turned out that the patterns of tiny hills and valleys adorning the participants' fingers soaked in water were repeated. Blood vessels do not change their own the location. They move a bit, but in relation to other blood vessels they are quite static. This means that wrinkles should form in the same way, and we proved that this is happening, German said. Researchers also point out that wrinkling of the on-tent fingertips is not just a random side effect. The created temporary grooves and ridges on the fingers, as the researchers admitted, provide a better grip, making it easier for us to walk or grab wet things. But if wrinkled pads provide a better grip, then why they don't last all the time? Scientists don't know why this is happening, but they suspect, Chima can reduce the sensitivity of our fingers and the formation of the fingers of perforations are to compensate for this with better grip. Germana students were one with damaged median nerve, which allowed to verify decades ago observations that people with damage to this nerve do not appear wrinkles on the fingers. Former observations have been correct. At this student did not appear there are no wrinkles after spending half an hour with your hands in the water. These studies may be helpful in forensicism. Understanding how the skin of the fingers distorts can help identify bodies after long-term exposure to water.